China's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what you speak of.
They have a social credit system. Is I guess the best way to describe what this is, and it's like.
How do you mean?
It even involves social media to where the government is actually monitoring them to its. I don't know what the specific things are, but like you do this wrong, you say this, you know.
Wait, China has. I'm being very ignorant here, but like China has like social media. They have Facebook and shit like that. I didn't know if they allowed that with the communism.
No. Well, I don't think it limits that.
I have no clue.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean,
they have that to where they look.
Don't get me wrong, like China.
Because I know North Korea, there is no fucking Facebook, Twitter,
are
and shit like that.
Are they technically still communists, like per se? Like I know they're communistic. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but are they still that way? Yeah, like where England still has a king and a queen, or a queen.
They're
still,
a diplomatic monarchy now.
Exactly. Monarchy.
Yeah, they have a diplomacy, but they have
the
monarchy is a social status
like
now.
The queen don't really.
She don't make no. She don't make no decisions. She just sits around with all her money.
She's just funny and got lots of money and she don't care.
She's funny as hell. I love her.
If I was a queen of England, it'd be fucking...
But, like...
I would be just balling out.
Like a 24-inch chromes on that bitch. What you thought?
What?
Guys, actually...
Of course my rims are Orlando Magic balls.
Okay. Shout out to Orlando Magic for a sponsor.
Got to.
But they have...
Please,
I think Kev's looking it up. So, yeah, if you... It's just like you get a plus minus, like... You did this shit well, you said something good, whatever, I guess, on that level. They kind of followed their social behavior. They followed their social behavior, and the thing that made it a big deal was, like, people were starting to get denied, like, taking
so
trains.
This shit's, like, transferring into social media where it used to be, like...
It's, like, the biggest way.
If one of the, you know, what do you call them? Like the God, the fucking word
Mike,
is
I'm
escaping
helping
me.
you so much here,
The ruler of like a China, like a.
They have like a prime. I'm stupid as fuck. Prime minister.
No.
What do you mean?
God,
they
we just said the word.
It was something that Mike tried to bring up that he sort of forgot as he said it, which happens. It happens.
It definitely happens.
But you'll probably think of it again. But the main thing of this is people were missing the detail. They're missing, like, they can't ride trains or go on, like, flights. There's things along those lines. They're getting denied, like, public travel services and shit.
All based off of stuff from social media.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how exactly they
like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Definitely in America, we have, like, if you said you're going to bomb a plane on Facebook and then you go to the airport, you're definitely not going to be allowed
on. Think of it like...
What I was going to say, though, was where... It's similar to where if one of those people died and, like, you know, they have the funeral in the streets, if you're not crying hard enough, then, like, you can get in trouble or whatever. That's that type of shit, but fucking transferring into...
transfer it to social media.
That's what I'm saying. It's carrying over
like,
now.
That's crazy. I said I disagreed with what, like, our leader did this week. I no longer can ride the train. Like...
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a point.
It's that level shit.
Like
if I went on Twitter and I was like, "Hey, yo, that was major fucked up what he did this week."
I think.
And then they come to your house and take you to jail.
It was right, like
is
it
that bad?
System, I think. Like something along the lines of sort of a point-based system. I don't know.
So what? You get to 10 points and they're like, "Get fucked! You go to jail now."
You've got 1,500 negative credits. Okay, now you're not allowed to go to
Let's put it together. Imagine like how we have it in America, where you know like everything. Just there's a camera in your toaster. Like that shit. Imagine
the NSA is listening to everything already, so they've already been recording us.
So think about this and the way China does it, where they're using that. America could probably do that, and they're just doing it. Think about how much they know about you that you're like, wait.
Well, yeah, but like you're telling me the U.S. doesn't already do that? Like, come on, they definitely.
Well, the advertisements are small. Like the advertisements, the specific tailored advertisements was the best example of what that was, because that's like, oh yeah, I love Tuesday rainy days in March.
Right,
with a foxtail.
He mentions his favorite comedian 4 times in a row that we've hung out.
And you look on your phone and you're like,
it shows up in my YouTube. Like,
I was talking to my grandma about bacon buns, and
dude,
what do you know?
My uncle kept telling me weird shit like that for like years, and I thought he was crazy.
But Mike, like, These people
when
like,
I heard Google Sony listens to your shit and records it, I was like, oh fuck.
Everybody knows what time you took that shower. They know what time you took that shower. No, don't lie.
Okay, so Google.
So now we have to just make new words for all the bad stuff.
Hold on.
So that they don't understand.
But
what
they catch on. Like,
they already know.
Like, come on, look. Like the cops already know what 420 is. Cops already know what herb is. Come on, like. They clearly catch on to new words quick. Yeah. But anyway, Google has its own social media thing, and your main, your YouTube login is generally your Google login, too, for your Google social media or whatever. I don't even remember what it's called. Nobody uses it.
Google Plus? Is that...
Sure, yeah. I believe that's it. Anyway...
I'm pretty sure that's what it is,
So anything you search while you're logged in is technically your social media, too. So people in China... could literally search something and get in trouble for it. Could search it, and that would be a point.
And that happens in countries other than China, is the thing. That already happens in other countries.
But to answer our question, they are still communists?
Yes,
They are. There are 4. It looks like 4 major countries that are still communist today, and that would be China, Cuba, Laos, and Vietnam. Laos, sorry, not Laos.
There's a lot of countries.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dropping some knowledge. Even we're gonna learn shit doing
this
podcast,
I
know?
4
I
countries.
knew there were definitely some
random
4 is way too many already.
North Korea isn't communist though.
No.
Is it? Do they take it out of the category if it's like straight dictatorship though? Do they just step that down?
I mean,
communism.
That's the word I
don't know.
Straight dictatorship.
We didn't use dictator, but
dictator. That's what I was trying to think.
Communist leaders have almost always been dictators. I really can't think of a time where they're not.
It's probably just how different people would define the history.
But yeah, then again,
happened.
dictator isn't a title as much as it is a term to describe what that leader is. So what's North Korea? Okay, yeah, go ahead and look up the next topic, because...
There's one that involves China, but we'll get to that one.
Well, weren't we just talking about...
Well, I mean, do you want to just talk about China all in one go? You don't want to have multiple China bursts?
I mean, we might as well. We're already hating on China.
Let me see.